Welcome to Are You Paying Attention?
Hello.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm David, and we're here to talk about Big Brother.
Frank's out of the house, yo.
Goodbye, Frank.
So as we had spoiled last week, Michelle does win the power of veto.
Right, and it was in the...
hilarious to watch the OTEV.
Oh my god. The OTEV challenge is always fun, right? Like, all the Big Brother contestants are looking forward to this.
Yeah.
But this was especially fun to watch because Michelle falls literally on her face.
Who was
during
it that
the
fell
OTEV.
on their face last season? I could not remember.
It was somebody. Was it
but
Meg?
Someone had a similar
It might have been
face
Meg.
plant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
good
always.
face plant.
And what I loved about this competition was that Michelle was like second to last almost every round.
Yeah.
She sort of like barely scraped through and then she won, which is
She
great.
sure did.
Good
she
for
sure
you,
did,
Michelle.
and it was down to her and Bridget. So
Yeah.
of course Bridget was like, blah.
Yeah.
You know, more was revealed about Michelle's love for Frank, and
shocked.
she was really wanting to pull Frank off the block
What?
and make sure that Bridget goes home.
Yeah, she was like crying in the kitchen about,
Yes.
oh, I thought I would hang out with you
She
and
like
Jerry.
wanted Bridget out of the house so that she could be
What?
besties with Frank.
It was so weird.
Oh my gosh.
It was too
Michelle,
much.
get it
But
together, girl.
Thank God she came to her senses and sort of realized
The
like,
house
I have
is
to go with the
not
house
gonna
here.
let her do
No.
that. Yeah, so she does not pull anyone off the block. It all stays the same.
Right. So it's still Frank and Bridget on the block.
And peace out.
Unanimously.
Frank unanimously
Yeah.
is out the door.
But the secret room is in play now, right? So and can we talk about how bad of a liar Paul is?
Paul.
He's
Paul
the
did not
worst.
work on his lie well at all. He
No.
comes out of that room and he's like, what? I don't know. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. What? Of course they're gonna not worry about it. Now they want to figure it out.
Yes.
So everyone gets in.
Everyone figures it out.
Everyone's in the room.
I think probably everyone has a ticket at this point, right?
Everyone had a ticket by
That's
the end of that
assumption.
day.
So Frank goes out of the house, he's evicted, and he has a one-way ticket, not a round
He
trip.
did not get back in that house.
Thank God, because I didn't want to see Frank back.
No,
I didn't
we don't
want to see that.
Frank back.
Yeah.
They end last week's episode with this interesting little bowling type competition.
Right, yeah.
But it's a wavy thing, takes
Yep.
a little skill. They get to practice before they send their one-shot red ball down.
Right.
To see who is going to win HOH.
And
we
it's Paul.
find out it's Paul.
He wins HOH. He gets an almost perfect score, right? So you can do the perfect shot, or you can get 21. 21's the highest where you can get. Paul gets a 21. So Paul is now the head of household. Paul, who's been on the block, he's like a Johnny Mac of this season. Like, let's just
Except
put him on the
don't
block.
insult Johnny Mac
Thank
like
you very
that.
much. I would never. I love you, Johnny Mac.
Love you.
Yes.
Do not love Paul the same way I
But
love Johnny
now
Mac.
Paul is head of household, so he's in control.
What I love about Paul being in control, because gosh, he just wants to be in control,
Yes.
is that he can really, dominate and like throw his dramatic self around.
Of course.
But let's not forget who's actually running the show here. Paulie is still running the show.
Yeah.
So it's quite a balance between Paulie making his goals clear
Right.
and Paul being like, nope, I want this.
Yes. It's sort of like a Bridget being a head of household, and then Frank is running the show behind the scenes,
Yes.
right?
But obviously Bridget doesn't put up any fight.
Right.
Paul puts up a little bit
A
of
little
a
bit
fight.
of fight. But at the end of the day, Paul's target is Bridget. Paul wants to just get that duo out of the house. Like,
Bridget
Frank's
out.
gone, and now Paul's like, I gotta get Bridget out of here.
And he says, I don't trust Bridget, which is true. He shouldn't trust Bridget. Bridget has no loyalty to Paul whatsoever. Paulie, on the other hand, can trust Bridget.
Yeah.
So that doesn't work with his game. That doesn't line up.
Right.
So Paulie's like, but she could be a number for us.
Yeah.
And what Paulie means by that is she's a number for me.
For me.
And Paul's like, I don't know.
Right.
So at the end of the day, Bridget goes up on the block with Paulie.
Paulie's a pawn, right? So Paulie thinks he can win the power of veto because Paulie's whole plan and this whole scheme is to get Davon out.
Yeah, that's
so
his
Paulie
target.
wants to be on the block so he can play power of veto, win the power of veto, pull himself off, and put Day on the block and backdoor Day.
Right.
That's the plan.
So he is convincing Paul that if he can pull himself off the block, that Davon goes up there.
Right.
And of course, up until this point, Paul has been like, if we get to that point, if that happens, okay, we'll see.
Sure.
But Bridget's my target.
Yeah, right.
And I get Polly 100% should be out to get Davon because Davon is a good player.
Yeah, she's a good strategist.
Really well this summer.
Yeah.
And she ain't in Polly's little pocket.
Right.
Like he's surrounded himself with people who are in his pocket, and that's all he can afford to have in the house right now.
Yep.
I get it. I don't want Davon gone.
I love Davon.
I like Davon more than I like Polly. Although
Yes.
I get that Polly's playing well as well.
Yes. But I just love, what I love about Davon is she has totally changed her gameplay. Like, she learned from her mistakes. She is a different player this season.
Yep.
I don't want her to get out of the house so soon.
No, I want her to last as long as possible. So I'm not happy with the way things are playing out right now. So let's go ahead and jump to spoilers.
Spoilers.
Polly does win Power of Veto.
He wins it.
Of course he does.
He's a competition beast.
And he will be pulling himself off of the block.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Paul is on board to put Day up. Now, Paul has still sort of wavering because obviously he doesn't have to vote. So like he doesn't have to really have a stake in if Bridget or Day goes. He's kind of like, whatever, I'll put her up, it's out of my hands. So Polly has a few people having his back for this.
Okay.
But there are a few people who don't know about this plan.
Right. And
Davon being one of them. She does not know she's about to be
unaware.
Backdoored.
Yeah, she's out of the loop on this one.
James is not set on this. Like, he knows that it's probably that she's about to be the replacement.
But James likes Day.
But James is in with Day.
And that's the thing with Davon. Here's what I'll say about Davon versus Bridget. Davon has allies in the house.
Yes.
Right? Like, I think obviously Polly's plan is to get her out, and it's a smart move to get her out because she's a really good strategist this season.
Right.
But she has people who are on her side. James.
Yeah.
Zakiya. Like, there are people who are firmly in Day's corner, and nobody is in Bridget's corner right now.
Right.
So it's going to take a lot of rallying the votes on Polly's part to really get Davon out of the house this week.
And the votes that he's already rallied could change because of exactly what you just said. Like, Davon has enough planted in this house, plus she also knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
So she can work some magic, things can happen. So I'm actually interested to see how this week goes, because this could really like split the house apart.
Yes.
This could become like a Day versus Polly situation. Who knows? I really, really hope it's not like a just lay down and go with what Polly says and fine, we'll get Day out this week.
I mean, I really, like, you know, I don't have anything against Bridget, but I just want Bridget to go because I want Day to stay.
Well, and also Bridget, I don't feel like has been playing the game.
No.
So.
Yeah, she sort of hitched her wagon to Frank, and then Frank's gone, and now she has no game after that. So.
And she's boring to watch.
Yeah.
If you're not going to play well, you got to be fun. Like, Meg last year did not play well. But we like to watch her, right? Meg. You got to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Nicole's game is really, like, we love Nicole.
Yes.
But she has been a bit shisty.
She has.
And I don't understand why she's in Polly's pocket and against Day. Like, I don't understand exactly some of her decisions.
Yeah, Nicole has been just a wild card all season. Like, she's with Polly, she's with Frank, she's with Day, she's with Corey. Like, who knows what her game is?
So I'm very confused by that. But of course, Corey's gonna probably do whatever Nicole does.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. Zakiya is Polly's girl, but she's with Day.
I mean, now that we're running through all these names, like, it's tough to get Day out. Because if Day gets Zakiya, if she gets Nicole, she's got Corey. Like, it just seems to, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if Day does go out, I think some people are going to hold some grudges on that, which I hope they do, because we've also been talking about how do you get Polly out? Like, Polly is the biggest threat in this house right now. He is so good at this game, and he's so good at competitions that you're not going to be able to get him out.
Nope.
So people need to start thinking about how to get him out.
Yes, we were talking about that. Well, really the only way to get Polly out at this point is to backdoor him.
Yes.
Because you can't put him up on the block because he'll win the power of veto.
But also you have to have enough people who want to get him out and are ready to pull that trigger. Nobody's ready to pull that trigger yet.
No.
I hope people are thinking about it. Oh my goodness. What do you guys want to happen? Are you as upset about this whole Day thing? Like, are you worried? Are you in for it? What's happening? Also, the twinsies, Paul and Polly, what?
Yes.
I didn't see it. It was a gradual change. I didn't realize what Polly was doing, but now it's a bit freaky.
I have a very serious question to ask right now, based on what you just said. Twinsies. Do you think Paul and Polly...
Wait, are they
related?
Another sibling?
Are they related?
No, but when are you going to tell me that Nicole and Michelle are related?
When is that twist? When?
I need that twist. Needs to happen pretty soon, guys.
Like, if Bridget's going out of the house, I need to know that she's James's half-sister before she goes.
Yes.
Okay?
Is that when they reveal it? Maybe they wait until they're about to be evicted.
Please.
No.
And that's the whole thing.
Needs to happen inside.
Somebody still has that round trip ticket. There's so much.
Oh my God. If Day gets backdoored this week, she better have that ticket. She better turn right back around.
This is too much.
I'd be like, hey guys.
It's too much.
I ain't going nowhere.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't that be the best?
Oh, all right. Click subscribe.
Okay, yes, please. We'll see
be
you
back
next week.
Bye.
Bye.